There are 3 members of the minority present this morning. Please signify who among you will be the first to interpolate. But
Chairman,
before that, let me recognize the Honorable Paduano.
thank you, Chairman. This is just a point of inquiry. I'd just like to inquire if all the, because the regional directors were not mentioned presently, is the regional director of Region 6 present today?
LTFRB.
Mr. Chair, Regional Director Osmeña is not present today, Mr. Chair.
Why?
Um, he he informed the board that he is in the hospital for a
Confined in the
medical
hospital?
emergency.
Confined in the hospital?
Yes, sir, admitted po in the
Bakit,
hospital.
bakit admitted siya? Anong case niya? Hindi kasi Mr. Chairman, ganito lang po. Why the regional director of FTFRB is present today? No other than the secretary of the UTR is present today. He gave us the time when the chairman of public order and safety, Chairman Fernandez, requested for the presence of the good secretary. And now the good secretary is present today while the regional director of LTFRB Region 6 is not present. And looking at the agenda, Mr. Chairman, from B1C up to B1G, it's all about Region 6. And now the regional director is not present because he is confined. Now, Mr. Chairman, I will ask the LTFRB to submit the medical certificate of the regional director, Region 6, R.D. Osmeña. And who will represent Region 6?
Mr. Chair, no representative was sent by the regional office,
Well-
but they have submitted the required deliverables during the last hearing to the board, which we also submitted to the committee, Mr. Chair.
You submitted before the hearing today or previous hearing?
For the hearing today,
Uh, uh,
Mr. Chair.
Are you sure that you can answer all the questions that will be raised, especially on agenda B1C to G? Are you sure? Kasi po, Mr. Chairman, ako nagtitimpi ako matagal na to eh. Diba on the first, during the first hearing that I was present, may problema na yung RD nyo. Diba? Hindi. Ang reklamo, ito Mr. Chairman ha, I'll just give an example. The problem between Kuret and the group of Burata was settled in Iloilo, tama po ba? Why the regional director of LTFRD cannot find time to talk to the complainants and to the drivers and operators in Bacolod City? Pinapahirapan natin yung mga kawawang operator at sa mga drivers. Tapos, ang alam ko, he was in Bacolod City, not talking to the operators, not talking to the drivers, but talking to the business sector. Mas binibigyan pa yan ng halaga yung kausap niya yung mga negosyante kaysa mga operators at mga drivers affected by this program. Again, Mr. Chairman, can we direct the LTFRB to submit the medical certificate? And if this representation is not satisfied with the excuse of the absence of the RD, I might move to cite him in contempt on the next hearing, Mr. Chairman, if he's not present on the next hearing. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. LTFRB. Although you stated that na-submit niya lahat yung deliverables, sabi ninyo. But if there are questions, kung may mga katanungan sa deliverables na ito, masasagot niyo po ba?
Mr. Chair, we will base it on the reports that you have submitted, Mr. Chair.
Hindi nga, kung yung katanungan ay connected dun sa report na binigay dito sa committee na ito at hindi nakalagay dun sa official report na sinabmit dito, masasagot niyo po.
This is why, Mr. Chair, we apologize for the absence of our regional director for Region 6, and we will direct him to comply with the with his presence. We will compel him to appear before the Committee on Transportation during the next hearing, Mr. Chair.
In the previous hearings of this committee regarding this matter, I noticed that all of your regional directors of the LTFRB were present. How come that at this hearing, wala po sila?
Mr. Chair, they were all present and they were able to observe and listen to the hearing conducted last time where the chairman of the committee instructed that they should always be present, especially on matters of regional concern. And we at the LTFRB also directed them to attend today, Mr. Chair.
Are you trying to tell us, madam, that there was no invitation to your RDs?
Mr. Chair, there was no invitation for our RDs for today, but we directed our regional office number 3, 6, and 4A where issues and concerns were raised to attend today, Mr. Chair.
If you look at the agenda as stated by the Honorable Paduano, yung mga problema, maraming specific na problema tungkol dun sa Region 6. So, I do not know why wala po siya rito. Samantalang siya, dun sa lugar niya, mas maraming problema. And I think you know that because you were present in the previous hearings.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Yes.
This is why we were insisting yesterday that regional office number 6 should be present, or if medically unavailable, should send a representative.
Yeah. Thank you. Be that as it may, please comply with the request or the directive of the Honorable Paduano.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Thank you.
Chairman,
The,
Chairman,
yes.
just last one point. The good lady from the OTR, are you sure that he's confined today or yesterday?
That was the information relayed to the board, Mr. Chair.
Who relays the information to the board?
Our management committee, Mr. Chair, when I asked yesterday during our
Who?
meeting,
In the person of who?
our executive director, Mr. Chair.
Executive Director.
Yes, Mr. Chair, who was handling the notices and the instructions to the regional directors.
Ito, Mama, supposedly, kung na-confine siya dapat yesterday. Tama, not today.
Yes, Mr. Chair, we
Well,
will direct him to submit his medical certificate.
Know your confinement records.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Thank you.
Madam, doon po sa sagot ninyo, Kwan bakit siya nagsasubmit ng kanyang Kwan? Sinasabihan yung management committee nyo na nasa hospital siya. Kung hindi niya alam na dapat nandito siya. Naintindihan niyo yung tanong ko? Sagot niyo kay Honorable Paduano, nag-submit siya sa inyo na hindi siya makakarating. Why would he do that kung hindi niya alam na imbitado siya rito?
Mr. Chair, when we, the board, directed Region 6, 4A, and 3 to be present with the board for today's hearing.
Are you trying to tell me, Madam, na hindi sinusunod yung inyong mga RDs, yung inyong directive? That is what you're trying to tell me. Di ba? Sinabi nyo pala na umattend sila, eh hindi sila nandito. So, matitigas ang ulo nila. Number 2, hindi po sinusunod yung kautosan ninyo. Masiga po ba sila kaysa sa inyo? Matanong ko.
Our regional director, Region 3, Mr. Chair, is here. Regional director of R4A is in Davao.
That is precisely the question, Madam. Sinabihan nyo sila na umattend dito, pero wala po sila rito. Di ba?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Yes.
Mr. Chair, if I may.
Let me finish
Okay,
first,
okay,
Your
go
Honor. How long has this RD been assigned to that present position?
For 6 years, Mr. Chair.
Siguro kailangan nyo ng palitan siya dahil complacent na siya sa trabaho niya eh. Ano? Kasi sa amin, nung nasa serbisyo ako, ang maximum term of office lang namin is 3 years. Binago sa 2 years. Because merong logic behind these directives. Sa inyo, 6 years na. Baka nagiging complacent na siya ron. Nasa kanyang comfort zone na. Hindi nga na niya sinusunod yung directive ninyo eh. Now, may I know, if there's a directive, insofar as your office is concerned, of the maximum tenure of every regional director?
Mr. Chair, I do not know of any existing policy on
So,
that,
he
Mr.
can
Chair.
last there forever until he retires.
The
Is that what you're trying to tell us?
the appointment, Mr. Chair, is the appointing authority, Mr. Chair, do not include a term on the appointment of the regional directors.
Oh. Ibig niyong sabihin, I can be assigned in Region 6 until I retire as Regional Director of LTFRB? May title ka na sa position na yun, Iha, if that is your thinking. What do you think?
Unless earlier removed by the President, Mr. Chair, who is the appointing authority.
Oh. And the secretary or the head of the LTFRB cannot come up with a recommendation to the president.
They can, Mr. Chair.
So the shift or you're shifting the burden doon sa boss ninyo o kay secretary.
We note the observation, Mr. Chair, and we will discuss it with the board to come up with a recommendation to the secretary.
Thank you. Before we proceed, please allow me to acknowledge the presence of the Honorable Stella Luz Kimbo, representing the 2nd District, City of Marikina, National Capital Region. Magandang umaga po. May I know when was the last reshuffling of your RDs?
During this administration, Mr. Chair, there has been no reshuffling made on the appointed regional directors.
Would you please tell me which RD has the longest stay already? Kung 6 years yung Osmeña, ay yung iba, meron ba bang mas mahaba?
Our regional director for NCR, Mr. Chair.
Ilang taon siya?
Appointed since 2014 as regional director, Mr. Chair.
Just imagine na. 10 years. Kaya siguro hindi na nila ginagawa yung trabaho nila eh kasi nasa comfort zone na sila eh.
Take tayo.
Diba?
We see the wisdom, Mr. Chair, on suggesting a rotation or maximum term as suggested by the committee, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Madam. The first to interpolate will be
Mr. Chairman, I'm going to say something lang if you will allow us. Yeah, in relation to what you're discussing.
okay.
Relation, Mr. Chairman. May we remind everybody, especially all those who are involved in this modernization program. We have invited the good secretary and he came over. As a matter of fact, I last week lang yun. And the problem is we were only given 3 months for the purpose of trying to solve the problem of the modernization program. And even us, the members of this committee, as a matter of reality, we're not supposed to be here on Thursday. but we are trying to have an extra effort to be a part of the solution of the problem. But unfortunately, there are those who are trying to evade this hearing for unknown reason. But of course, with all this um, information that we have gathered, most likely there are reasons why they're not coming over. And tama po kayo, Mr. Chairman. At least may nakita po tayo na yung overstaying ng mga RDs dyan. I think it's high time that Mr. Secretary that we have to resolve this problem of overstaying officials. Baka doon nagsisimula po yung problema at yung corruption. Yun lamang po, Mr. Chair. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you, Your Honor. The first member who would interpolate would come from the minority. The Honorable Raul Daniel Manuel is recognized for his interpellation. You have the floor, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Good morning po, colleagues, sa ating mga resource persons din. Mr. Chair, gusto ko lang balikan ang ilan sa mga tampok na issue na na-discuss din natin sa nakaraang mga committee hearings natin. Dahil nga hopefully ay na-discuss din yon ng LTFRB, ng DOTR para din merong progress doon sa kanilang response sa atin. Mr. Chair, yung isa po ay tungkol dun sa mandatory franchise consolidation kasi na-mention din po halimbawa ni Representative Fernandez na ang committee ay pwedeng mag-recommend na gawing optional na ang franchise consolidation dahil nga sa maraming naging mga usapin nung naging mandatory po ito. Mr. Chair, may we hear sa ngayon ano na ba ang posisyon ng LTFRB sa ganitong particular matter?
Mr. Chair. On the industry consolidation, it is part of the agenda of the next project steering committee meeting, which has as members the OTC, the LTFRB, and the DOTR.
Mr. Chair, may we know kailan po ang meeting na iyan?
Mr. Chair, possibly within a week or two from today, Mr. Chair.
And Mr. Chair, after po ng meeting na iyan, when can LTFRB provide updates or feedback sa committee na ito?
Mr. Chair, as soon as the meeting is concluded, the LTFRB commits to submit the update the following day, Mr. Chair.
That's noted. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, gusto po nating diinan yung matter na yon kasi nga I can really recall sa nakaraang committee hearing natin na ang defense po sa industry consolidation ay para daw mas madali halimbawa na mag-procure ng mga units tapos kapag may repair, mas madali din daw makakuha ng mga parts. Pero Mr. Chair, as observe nga sa isang fleet ng kooperatiba naton sa Iloilo. Ito din po pala ay malapit sa address ko doon sa Iloilo kung saan maraming mga nakatenga lang ng mga units. Mr. Chair, nabanggit po dito na may mga units for repair. No? At matagal daw bago may repair dahil sa lack of after-sales support mula sa Forland. Mr. Chair, may we ask dahil nga nag-conduct na inspection doon ng LTFRB, gaano nakatagal na nakatenga lang yung mga units na for repair?
Mr. Chair, if I may, on the first part of the question, on the purpose of the industry consolidation, the fleet modernization of the units is a separate component of the PUVMP, Mr. Chair, or the PTMP, as we refer to it now. The industry consolidation aspect of the TMP is really not only for the purpose of um, applying or capacitating them to apply for loans or financing for the purpose of complying with the other components of the program. But more importantly, as also indicated in the NAMA study, really it is a manner or method of giving that behavioral shift, Mr. Chair, from individual operation of a public utility vehicle to a consolidated one, where the efforts of all of the members of the cooperative or the members of the corporation can collectively decide on the operations and handling of the public utility service, not only as a business but also as a franchise or a privilege granted by the state. On the matter, Mr. Chair, of the video taken presented during the last COTR hearing, Representative Busita, Mr. Chair, presented the video recording of modern jeep that appeared to be idle or abandoned. And the RFRO 6 invited for a conference the officers and members of the cooperative, which were indicated in the video recording, Mr. Chair. There was the name Kooperatiba Naton Cooperative in some of the vehicles. So they attended the conference last February 2 at the regional office number 6, and they found out the following, Mr. Chair, as submitted also to the Committee on Transportation. First, that the registered owner of the modern public utility jeepneys, subject of the video recording, is indeed the cooperative Kooperatiba Naton Cooperative. Cooperativa Naton Cooperative is a transport service entity with 64 consolidated members or operators and grantees of CPC. They are authorized to ply the route Villa, Baybay, Iloilo City Loop. The LPTRP for the set route was prepared and submitted by the City of Iloilo. There were enhancements in 2022, and this was later on approved by the DOTR and the LTFRB. The garage where the video recording was taken is owned by the family of
Mr.
War-
Chair, allow me to interject. Balikan ko lang din po yung naging tanong natin, Mr. Chair. I was asking po, gaano na katagal na for repair po yung mga units na yon? Kasi yun nga, we want to check ang promise po ng industry consolidation kapag may kailangang ayusin na mga units dahil nga consolidated na, mas madaling i-resolve yung problem. So we want to ask po, how long na yung mga units ng kooperatiba natin ay for repair?
Those vehicles, Mr. Chair, those vehicles that were parked as shown in the video is in the garage of Warren Jason Gangoso, a member and operator of Manibela Panay. And what happened during the conference was the officers of the cooperative were not able to disclose for how long they were parked, but they were able to provide the reasons for such seeming abandonment of vehicles, yung nakapark po na idle as shown in the video. So they submitted the following reasons during the said conference. That first, the LPTRP of Iloilo since July 2022 was suspended. So there were unavailable parts and services. The
Ayun,
tradition.
Mr. Chair, again, to interject. Sabi po, may mga parts na hindi available. So, ano po ngayon ang proactive step natin para makuha yung mga parts na yon? Kasi as it as it is clearly seen right now, kung wala pa lang after sales support ang Forland, edi pwedeng hindi lang sa Iloilo nangyayari ito. Pwedeng yung ibang mga co-ops or corporations na gumagamit din ng Forland, pwedeng kumakaharap din sa ganitong problema. Lalo pat yung Forland nasa ah, top company siya na pinagkuhanan ng mga modern na units. So, yun. Ano po ngayon ang proactive na hakbang natin dito?
As a result, Mr. Chair, of the findings and the observations made as relayed by the Kooperatiba Naton Cooperative during that February 2 hearing, we will write a letter to call the attention of the manufacturer, who is also accredited by the department, to call their attention, Mr. Chair, on the reported unavailability of parts and other after sales services, because during the hearing also, during the conference also, the cooperative complained of a lack of communication between the supplier and the cooperative, because they could not find really a focal person who can address their questions on the other services to be made to these
Yeah.
particular units,
Mr. Chair, ang nabanggit po na line of communication ay sa pagitan ng cooperative tsaka ng supplier, oo. Pero Mr. Chair, ang nag-accredit din naman ng mga kumpanyang pwedeng pagbilhan ng modern units, sa kanila din naman po, Mr. Chair. Kaya yung oversight function po sana ng ahensya, ma-execute din niya. Kaya Mr. Chair, para like sa atin na po nanggagaling kung ano po yung pwede nilang gawin. Pwede po ba na yung mga gumagamit din ng Forland, i-check na po in advance ng ahensya, tapos kung may makita din na iba pang may similar na situation ay mai-report din sa amin, kasi hindi din po pwede na lagi directly na lang, no, between co-op and Forland or iba pang mga kumpanya. Pwede po bang makomit yun ng LTFRB?
Yes, Mr. Chair. Although, Mr. Chair, we would like to mention also that really it is the choice of the cooperatives from whom they will get their units. But you are correct, Mr. Chair, and we note that we will have to take a more proactive approach in trying to call their attention on these matters, especially that more concerns on the after-sales service of these manufacturers who were accredited by the department will have to be taken, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Yeah, Mr. Chair, gusto ko lang din pong sagutin na kasi lagi din pong binabanggit ng LTFRB na choice naman po ng mga cooperative or corporation saan sila bibili. Pero then again, no, ang accountability din sana ng ahensya, dapat panindigan din po niya yon, kasi nga hindi naman hindi yun dumaan sa kanila, no? Tapos Mr. Chair, if they are insisting on this kind of modernization program to instill some behavioral shift daw sa mga drivers and operators, pero po tingin ko parang mas kailangan po ng shift is paano po gumagana yung ahensya na inimpose po itong programa, pero parang hands-off naman po sila kapag may mga problema ng nangyayari.
Your Honor, I think we invited a representative from Forland. Mr. Ronald Fabrea, are you here? The representative of Forland, please take a seat. You can ask your questions.
Yeah.
Kasi